Robin Harris had a joke. I believe it was in his stand-up called Bebe's Kids. A joke about people sitting around thinking a job was just gonna come knock at the door. Who is it? Job. People sitting around getting high, waiting for a job to show up. This remember there was a movie when I was young, Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. Whole thing in that movie was, if you build it, they will come. This cat mowed down his corn crop and made a baseball field. Everybody thought he was crazy, but he was hearing the voices. If you build it, they will come. That's how a lot of people think that people are just supposed to show up and connect with you without you having to put out any effort. Peace. It's Travis Sotawell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. And I'm here to tell you that ain't how it works. Thankfully, I wish someone would have told me earlier. Not so much that people aren't just going to show up, so to speak. I wish people would have showed me the process, the system, tactics. That's what I wish people would have showed me when I was younger. It's actually, this is my life, right? Of course, if we talk about, there are always special people that they just attract people, whether it's they're attractive somehow, right? It could just be beautiful people, symmetrical faces, symmetrical body parts, right? They could be world-class, God-given talent, ability, and this attracts people naturally to them. There are these people born out here. But again, we don't get all the pieces. None of us get all the pieces to the puzzle. Some of us may get some world class. A lot of us get a lot of middle of the road class skills that we need to work on and develop. But point being, whatever you looking to do you going into business? Do you looking for a partner? You raising children? These people that you're looking to lead aren't just going to show up and say, lead me. Or even worse, they're not going to show up and lead themselves and then somehow act like you leading them. Which that's the most bonkers type of thought process. And really, I was one of these fools who thought if you're just quote unquote doing the right thing, everything else will fall into place. Especially the people will come, the people will show up, the people will act right. There's a whole lot of right things you need to be doing. Actions. You got to be the real deal, which is what I just spoke on. It's what most of us lean into. And in this country, we talk about being an individual, being authentic, being real. Of course, you have to have results. So you have to be taking action. You have to have the real deal. This, as far as what I'm saying, the real deal. Real in your field. Whatever you're interested in, however your leadership is, you got to be real to that. True to yourself. Actions. Real deal. Results. And you got to have the love. Which love, we've been touching on relevance and resonance. You got to vibe with people and you need to be relevant to people. Relevant to what they want to do. Going right back, whoever it is, whether it's your babies, your significant other, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, your lady, your man, customers. You have to have all these elements. And it would do best to work on these elements and then go out and connect with people. It's just like this podcast. People ain't just gonna show up. Just magically appear and listen to this podcast. I'm putting out a lot of episodes, doing this every day. This is to keep me right first. So this is where I came real with it. One, I knew I needed to develop a skill. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. But really, this podcast started out of me speaking to my team, which the very first episodes, got to become a member. You get access to all the episodes. So by the time you listening to this, you about a month behind if you're not a member. Month, 2 months, something like that. And if you are a member, you get access to the whole catalog. As well as right now, what we're doing with membership is literally the whole catalog. I'm not just talking about the podcast catalog. This is membership on the website. I think probably by the time this hits Spotify, I'll be hooking up the membership for just Spotify. So then you'll have access to all the up-to-date podcasts. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Point being, that's all behind the scenes stuff. Right? Everything I said, I had to think about, okay, this is what we're going to do, how we going to do this, how we going to do that. That doesn't bring people in the door. That doesn't connect with people. That doesn't help people find me. Doing something at a high level doesn't help people find me. The only way people find me is they don't. I need to go out and find people. I need to connect with people. And whatever you do, at some point, whatever book you read, whether it's pickup artists, whether it's marketing, leads, whatever you want to call it, it's a numbers game. You got to connect relationship with a whole lot of people so you can work with the small amount of people that you'll be working with. And however you want. We're talking about leadership that you'll be leading. There's 8 billion people on the planet. You don't have to talk to all 8 billion, but you're going to have to talk to a few. And then out of those few, you're going to only really truly connect with a percentage of those individuals. However, once you get to those are the ones you're going to be rocking with. They resonate with you, you resonate with them, and you're both relevant to each other's life. You're both relevant to each other's upliftment. So don't be sitting around getting high. Don't be sitting around watching Netflix. Don't be sitting around complaining. Don't be sitting around watching TV. Don't be sitting around watching YouTube. Don't be sitting around just listening to this podcast. Don't just be sitting around expecting some people to show up, expecting life to show up and knock on your door. At some point, we got to get out and get it. And that's who you listen to. There's others that may even have struggled, got my hand up, but we still struggle forward in order to get to where we want to be. It's Travis Sodawell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.